Men, pay attention. 55% of children are born in too many homes that do not belong to the man who walks around parading themselves as their biological father. Extramarital affairs are part of today's women. It's on the rise. Would you believe if I told you that 83.5% of married women right now cheat? Oh yes, they cheat. They even go as far as getting pregnant, sometimes for their lousy lovers, and they put the child on their husbands.
I've watched this kind of clip. A lot of people seem to be talking about these women going out there, bringing bastards home. To me personally, I don't think the women should be blamed 100%. Because...
Why? Let me ask you, why are you not blaming women and they're the ones going out and cheat? Yeah. They bring kids home.
You are right, yeah, they are the ones. And if we have to look at the moral justification, it's abominable in any culture. But you need to realize that morals have been reduced in this world. Totally. People do the wrong thing now and claim to be right. So the men should take part of the blame. Yeah, this is my personal opinion, in the sense that if a man is upfront in his relationship from the beginning, tell this lady, babe, I love you and I trust you, but my children that you are going to give birth for me, I'm going to run their DNA test from the beginning.
Before you get married?
Before you get married.
So you need to put that in point?
Thank you. You know why? Because this is a two-edged sword. Number one, if you say that, if she's someone that is promiscuous, she will argue with you and probably walk away. She will not go ahead with you. So she has saved the man the headache of doubting the paternity of the children. That's the number one. The second side is the fact that even if she gets married and they have children, she will be conscious, because this guy have said it from the beginning that he will check the DNA of his children.
But let me ask you, if now that the DNA is expensive, and maybe this lady, he has seen that this man, he can't afford for the DNA.
Yeah.
But, and yes, maybe he loves the guy, but he wants to cheat.
No, most times, if you notice something, most women don't agree that they want to cheat. If, for instance, the man has already said from the beginning that he is going to do the DNA, this has been proven to stop most women from even trying to cheat, because they know that this guy will test, and the earlier they will know. Just assume now, there are so many men that have trained somebody else's children to the university level. As if these guys have been able to be upfront from the beginning and say, babe, I trust you, but I will verify. She will be very careful out there, because as I said earlier, you cannot stop a woman from cheating, except the guy that doesn't have work, a guy that is less busy, and one they call in Nigeria a woman rapper. If you are busy, if you are an executive, if you know what you're doing, you don't have time to be monitoring your woman. So she may cheat if she chooses to cheat. But
maybe you're too busy for her.
Most women complain that they are too busy. But what are you still doing in the relationship? What are you doing in the marriage? So no one is stopping you from going out there to cheat if you want to cheat. But bringing a child of another man into your matrimonial home should be a capital offense. A man can stop this by making sure she knows that I am going to run a DNA test, either you like it or not. If she knows from the beginning, as I said, she will not try it. And if she tries it, then she knows that, well, she's ready to face the consequence.
In your opinion, what can a man do to avoid a woman bringing the bastard home?
Well, I think it's foundational. Foundational in the sense that most men marry above their league. They choose a woman either above their league or on their league. like their colleague, their classmates. A woman of that caliber is not your mate. I always tell guys, let's choose women that are a little below our league. Because if she's above your league or she is on your league, she's not your mate, I will repeat. Because she sees you lesser than equal.
No respect.
There will be no respect in the home because you guys are the same. That's why it's funny when you see people, they are working in the same place. You are earning the same wages. And you want to go home and be a boss to this woman. She will not. A woman naturally craves dominance. Women naturally crave people they will respect.
Yeah.
If she's attracted to you, to me, it's called infatuation, because on the long run, she has seen you all. And a funny example I always give is the fact that I hear women saying that the man should come and join her in the kitchen when she's cooking. The man should take the trash out. The man is supposed to assist her in the kitchen, which is, the modern way. Cool, yes. And because she's also providing. But let's look at it from this angle that if the husband is a billionaire or a millionaire, he's just coming down from his private jet, he has 4 or 5 different meetings. Even in his house, he has a conference going on. Then this man is just settling down and you are calling him to come and cut meat. Is it possible?
It's love.
It's love, but will you do that? You've been home all day and then this guy just flew in.
It doesn't make
so
sense.
Is that either it makes sense or not? A woman will not even ask this man to come do that. They only ask their mate, their colleague.
It's the word respect then.
The word respect is the main
thing.
important, because if a woman does not respect you, she will cheat on you. It's sure. Because she craves this love. This person that will lead her. Not in a negative way. Control, not in a negative way. But she craves this person that will lead her. This person that will tell her, do this, don't do that. The moment she's arguing with you, and she will argue with you because you are a colleague, you are mate, and you're even lower than her, either you like it or not. The moment she starts arguing with you, tell her, do not put on this clothes, will not go and change. Do not go out this evening. She will go and tell you, what the hell do you want to do? That same time, it tells you that if at all you are trying, the respect is gone. And if at all you are able to bring that marriage together, the possibility is high that she's going to bring home a bastard. The respect is not there. She doesn't listen to you. She argues all the time. Then what are you doing? I see men trying to save these marriages. How? I will do anything for my woman. No. Once respect is gone,
it's gone.
It's gone. And once she stopped respecting you, she will start respecting somebody. The moment she stopped, communication with you is low, then it is increasing with someone else. Mm-hmm. So if that happens, be ready to raise bastards. To be clear, however, there are some women who will never disrespect their husband, even sometimes, even when they are higher. There was a minister in Nigeria, when she was being interviewed, said when she's done from work, she still goes home and cook for her husband.
That's a woman with virtue.
Yeah. So now, but how
she
many?
She knows exactly what she's doing.
She's doing as a wife.
As a wife, yeah.
But the ladies of nowadays, they complain. They can't even do that because they see themselves high there. But a woman of virtue, a woman that has this natural motherhood in her, will not disrespect her husband, no matter what position she has attained at work. But most women now, we say, I can do that. Until you get home, until it pisses you off, can you stand the trial? That is the main thing. That is the problem
you can't.
The women here face. And, a very wise man was telling me one day, he said, when a woman chooses not to cheat on her husband, she has decided to respect her body. She has decided to respect herself as a woman.
Yeah.
But most of our women nowadays, they will do it and they don't even have conscience. I was watching on TV a guy that went to jail for 5 years for not paying child support. When he came out of jail, they ran the DNA of the child he went to jail for, and he discovered that the baby was not even his own.
And he has been in jail.
He's been in jail for 5 years. And you know, when I asked the lady, she said, well, it was dumb enough to not check if the baby is truly
But this is a woman you've been together.
Yeah, every woman you've been together, you know, most women act like this and do the other way. Most women, that's why they say women cheat more than men. But women are smarter. When we're talking about cheating, women are smarter. A woman can sit beside her husband and be chatting her boyfriend. It's so daring. So, back to what I was saying, it's not about the status for some women. It's about the virtue they were growing up with.
Yeah.
But you know, women here that are already grown up with their single mother who have told them that men are worthless, men are useless. The mom is bitter, one. The mom is vengeful. The mom has already passed this virtue into her. So how do you now expect such a woman to respect her husband? She will not.
She won't.
And in as much as the husband is providing, it's transactional now. If the husband if the husband do everything she needs in the house, then she will love him. But the moment the husband is lagging, she will move to the next man and she will still be in the house. Tell most guys, virtuous women they've really reduced in this world. Make sure you don't date or marry ladies of your own level. Try and look for those ones a little below you who will listen to you, who will respect you, who will always do what you say. But this is more like a disclaimer now. Most women will argue that they will do that for a man and the man will mess it up. But I always respond by saying that go and check the kind of men that will mess it up. You want a bad boy. You want somebody that is not predictable. And now the moment you procreate with him and he continues to be a bad boy, you start complaining. A bad boy will not change. Either he has a baby or he doesn't have a baby with you. It will not change. So this same mirror, these women are now using to look at other men out there and say that all men are equal. So they can go out there and cheat and even bring children to this guy because one man in her past have messed her up. So she don't care.
Yeah, so she doesn't care.
So this is why I tell my guys, that's number one reason. Do not marry a woman higher or on your level, because you will raise someone else's child.
But let me ask you. You are saying you don't marry a woman higher, but if this woman is, she can go to school, she can learn, she can increase her education, and by the end of the day, maybe she passes the husband.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If she passes the husband, I always tell guys generally, be ready to walk away from those kind of women who think because they've passed you professionally or career-wise, they now start misbehaving at home. Walk away. Because there's nothing in store for you but pain and fight every day in the house. So, but as I was saying, a virtuous woman, no matter the level she attained in life, she will still see her husband and respect him. She will still look at the husband like a lover, like a friend. But the moment a woman's career is determining her behavior, men should please run. Because she will either be sleeping with her boss or one colleague that is on the same pedestal with her up there, where you are home struggling, or she's traveling, flying out with other men, and you will not know. At the end of the day, I say you can't stop women from cheating, but most men will drag themselves into trouble by stretching for those women that they are not supposed to get close to, only for them to now come to social media and be crying, hey, this woman brought bastards. So you know you have gone to shop where you cannot even pay for in the first place. So outside those points I was talking about, it's easy for this other set of women to bring home bastards. The first is a lady that is flirts. She's always falling in love with handsome boys. Some of them are so crazy when they see a tall guy.
Tall, dark, and handsome, as they always say. There is nothing that will stop her from sleeping with him. You understand? Yeah. So this lady, the moment you see that kind of a lady, and she says she falls in love with you, it's temporal. She will fall in love with someone else. Let a neighbor be tall, dark, and handsome, and is just moved into that neighborhood. Oh.
She's going to sleep with him.
2 weeks is not, it's long.
This is a very big red flag that guys ignore because they fall in love with the wrong person they don't know. The other set of people are those ones that keep up with the Kardashians. They want to do boob setup. They want to do stomach.
You know, the social media nowadays is deceiving people.
Yeah, social media is deceiving, but that's why.
But behind it, people are struggling.
We still have to go back to that virtuous woman. That woman that sees her body like, oh, this is the temple of the Lord.
Yeah.
A lot of women will say, yeah, my body is the temple of the Lord, but is it really the temple of the Lord? Because they will still go out there and do the wrong thing and just pretend home. So you see this woman acting like they want to be like the Kardashians. The Kardashians, their body is for the business. They are in social media world. That's what they feed on.
Yeah.
But you see, you, a secretary or an accountant,
you
always going for Botox, going for, and this man is looking at you and he falls in love with.
Natural you.
But the moment you start doing all these things, this man marries you and they can't keep up with you, with your Kardashian stories and the behavior.
Because you see our friends, the way they are glowing outside there.
We're still repeating the same thing. The Kardashians. If you are not a virtuous woman, it's just like what the Bible said, that the people, their mind is not, it can be swayed by anything. So a man that goes around getting married to such a person or having a baby with such a person, I'm not saying they are bad, but trust her, but verify. Because in keeping up with the Kardashian, she will keep up with the men that she's not supposed to keep up with. I'm not saying they're all doing it, but if he verifies, he is at a safe point. Mm-hmm. So if we're talking about that, then you see these women that keep so many single friends, single ladies. She's married to you. She's dating you for the past 3 years. But she's taking advice from ladies that have already run through 7 men in 1 year. Eventually, she's going to take their advice.
Join them.
She's going to join them. If she doesn't even join them, she will be doing what they're doing. A woman that is attracted to ladies, a lot of ladies that are single, she will eventually act like a single woman. In acting like a single woman, she will go out there and do what singles do. Then by the time she come back with somebody else's baby. A married woman with 4 kids, and they did the DNA, and none of these children are from this man. And the man start crying. And I tell people, I don't pity that man in any way, because this man knows there's a horror in the house.
No, this man was busy outside looking for money.
As I'm telling you, if a man is busy outside looking for money, and you know that you trust your woman, verify. Because you being busy, what is the essence of being busy and you are using that same money to raise bastards? Verification is very simple. So we verify. So as I said earlier, when you see a woman, a married woman, but all her friends are single, they're always passing men around. It will take the grace of God for her to have your children. One or two of them will be outsiders. So, in saying this, you see these other people that are social media freak.
Yeah.
Men should try and avoid them. But if you marry them, try your best to verify whose children they are having. You see, a married woman, she's always shaking her bum to the camera. Who is she trying to impress? We have to look at these things.
Maybe their own business.
So, if she's doing this for a business, if she's twerking her bum for a business, then is that a marriageable woman? She is for the streets. So, if that woman is a social media freak, she's always on, you check out, she's always online. She's always chatting with people. She's current. I'm not saying this is bad. These are the point. So many men have overlooked. At the end of the day, they find themselves in this kind of mess.
The trap.
You wake up, she's on social media. In the afternoon at work, you're on break, you check your phone, she's online. In the evening, she's online. Midnight, she's online. There's excess of everything is bad. We all know that. So if she's such a person, I'm not saying do not marry social media freaks. There are good people among them. Some of them is just an hobby.
That's one in a million.
Way. But verify the kind of children you are raising. If she's showing this level of attention to the online world, definitely there's something may be wrong somewhere. If she constantly needs validation, I believe a woman that is always, I don't look fine. And what would people say? What do they think? Did they smile at me? Did that person turn to look at me when I passed?
Just she's concerned
with other people's opinion. This lady is a danger. She needs to go and work on her inferiority complex. Or else, this guy is going to end up getting married to a woman that will take the highest bidder's validation and fall for the person. Because if she's married now and she goes to work and there's always someone complimenting her look every day, she's going to fall in love with that person. This is arguably right or wrong. People will say, no, it's not possible, it's just word. But these words turn into emotion.
Yeah. And
then this is where most people get it wrong. The moment she seeks other people's validation too much, it's good to seek people's validation, but the moment she seeks it too much, there's fire on the mountain. You understand? So the fire on the mountain is like, run or check the kind of baby you are having. When she's lazy, she's a lazy woman, but she wants good stuff.
Yeah. And
she feels it's a right for somebody to buy for her. If it's the husband that is the type that has gone to marry her in his level or a little above, she's going to go out there to get what she wants.
Yeah, because she wants good stuff.
But she's lazy. She doesn't believe in hard work, but she wants good stuff. Every woman wants good stuff, but everything has a limit.
Yeah, and it's a step.
And there are steps. So the moment they cannot face the fact that you have to work at least a little, but you want good thing, lazy, like ladies that they take them to restaurant, they claim that there are some restaurants that are below their standard. She can't even pay when she gets in there. But when this guy turns around and take her to a very high class restaurant, she's comfortable. The time to pay comes.
Let's start from down here.
The time to even pay comes. She's on her phone. She's checking her phone. She's not even
looking at the bill.
She's not even looking at the bill. But she's the one that chose that. But let her now want to go out without the man. She will choose Applebee's. Or she will go to IHOP. But she cannot allow a man to take her to IHOP. And you now see such a woman and you now say that's the woman you want to get married to. The moment you stop taking her to those expensive restaurants and somebody steps up, you raise a bastard. So I always tell guys,
because you are not the same level.
Shine your eyes. You're not in the same level with her. If you are not in the same level with her, if she's a little high or on your level, she's not your mate. She's older than you. She's bigger than you.
Yeah.
Trying to please a woman. When you're trying to please a woman sees through you. Women are smart. So pleasing a woman, it pisses them off. Yeah, a lot of women will be like, yeah, I love a man that try to please me, that do all my bidding, but within them, you know, they want a man that will be able to be a man in the house, to be dominant.
So that he can control.
So not really, positively control. Let's say so that he can lead, because she can't even trust her own judgment. Now you're trying to please her. In trying to please her, you want to do what she wants you to do, but she doesn't even trust her own judgment. But you are pleasing her judgment. So women will then naturally see you as a weak person.
Yeah.
And no woman will fall in love with a weak man, even if she's there. She's craving dominance outside. So somebody else is doing that thing for her, but you are trying to please her. So do not, please, be polite, be loving, but do not be a woman pleaser. Because on a final note, if a woman is caught cheating, she turns around and say, he is no longer satisfying me. He is no longer meeting my needs. So
That means it's cheating. She's cheating.
Yeah. So do not be a woman pleaser, and may God see us through.